Hey guys, so in previous videos you may have seen what I do to turn this into something that works inside of the VMH. Basically I replace every time there's an enter, or in Word they write "P". So every time there's a "P", enter, I replace it with quote, comma, quote. And when I do that, right, this is what happens. Okay, so they make all these replacements and all this stuff kind of comes together. So you've got like this question over here is question number 1, separated by quote, comma, quote. So there's a quote here, separated by comma. The next one starts with a question, starts with a quote, and here's the next question. But you'll notice here, and this happens a lot for just totally bizarro reasons, that this one it didn't do it, right? So before question 3 it didn't do it, but 4 it did, and 5 it did, and all these other ones it did. Then down here again, number 9 it didn't. And you know, if you like kind of float around here, like it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong. I don't know why it does this. Sometimes there's an extra space here, or like a different, maybe like a tab instead of an enter, or just like something weird happens that causes it not to come out quite right. But in order to ward against that, right, usually what I do, so I'm going to undo this. Usually what I do, when I'm making these arrays, right, I constantly, in between the two things, I'll just like backspace, enter, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do this next question, enter, blah, 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 blah. And then like, if there's a bunch of space, I never will click into here and say, oh, okay, here's my next question, blah, blah, blah. I'm never going to do that. I'm always going to go, okay, backspace, enter. Now I'm going to type my next question. Just in case, like it sounds really weird, right? But that's what I'll do. Or, you know, if here I am and I'm like doing something down here and then I want to add another question, I'll just come right up to here, enter directly from there, and then put my next question. Okay, so that's the idea. That will help prevent all of this. You can also, so even if I did this right now, my instincts are telling me, just double check. Backspace, enter. Just to make sure the enters come out right. You can always double check it for yourself. So I'm going to do this in front of 3 and 9 were the two that got weird. Save. You can always double check it for yourself, right? So you can do this thing, P, replace with quote, comma, quote. Replace. Okay, now they made 17 replacements, obviously, because we fixed those two. And you can just scroll down and make sure that it's all one entire thing. Cool. Yeah, looks good. So then we can, don't save it this way, right? Because we don't save it this way. This is just what I'm going to copy and paste into the other thing. But that's the idea. That's the whole thing. And yeah, thanks.